blue-collar jobs are really making a comeback. As Gen Z graduates high school, many are skipping college, four-year institutions altogether. According to educationdata.org, college enrollment hit its peak back in 2010, and it's declined almost 10% over the last 14 years. Some of the biggest reasons include rising tuition and, of course, student loan debt. Joining me now is 23-year-old electrical contractor Chris Henderson and board president of the American Welding Society, Michael Krupnicki. He's also the owner of the Rochester Arc and Flame Center, which is a welding school in Rochester, New York. Thanks to both of you for joining me this morning. Michael, let me just start with you. I find it interesting Gen Z is being called the tool belt generation as college enthusiasm certainly dwindles. Not only is the price astronomical, but don't you also feel like kids these days have a better understanding of all the different career opportunities that are out there for them?
Yeah, I think as a society, we've been doing a better job of promoting potential careers in the trades and working with your hands, as opposed to what's been going on for over 30 years, where it's just, if you don't go to college, there's something wrong.
Yeah, and Chris, you actually attended college, then switched gears and decided to become an electrician. What changed your mind? What did it for you?
Yes. My name is Chris Henderson. I'm 23 years old, electrical contractor from Milford, New Jersey. And what actually changed my mind, I went to a four-year university in New Jersey and then switched to a trade school. What actually changed my mind was I saw the increase in demand for blue-collar trades. As well, there has been more job opportunities, and less kids have been pursuing the blue-collar trade. So I saw this as an opportunity because there is great financial success now in 2024 with blue-collar trades.
Yeah. Would you say there have been any downsides to not going to college for you?
No, well, I actually went to college, but after college, I didn't really see too much success,
okay.
Which is why I actually switched. That's why my story is unique. I actually went to college, but I saw more success in blue-collar trades, which I then went to trade school. And I saw more success learning electrical skills at a trade school than a four-year university, believe it or not.
And I'm sure you're a lot happier day in and day out for it, too. Michael, there's a shortage of blue-collar workers, yet there's also a shortage of, nurses, a shortage in many fields that do require a college degree that have seen a sharp decline in enrollment. What's the solution to fixing both shortages, do you think?
Well, I can't really speak much to the nursing or other trades. I just know that building awareness of how wonderful careers can be in non-white collar jobs is the key. I've seen a major shift over the last 4 or 5 years where parents and guidance counselors alike are realizing that not everybody is meant to go away to college and not meant for white collar jobs, and that blue collar jobs can provide good incomes and give people the job satisfaction that they need and that they want.
The narrative is certainly changing. There's no one size fits all path for everybody. And Michael, I also know April is National Welding Month. How are you appealing to younger generations and getting them to choose one of these tool belt jobs, if you will?
Well, the American Welding Society has a cadre of influencers that are reaching out to the young folks on social media, such as Instagram and TikTok, and really getting them fired up and interested in the career in welding. That's been helping tremendously.
Chris, last question for you. As we all know, high schoolers have a lot of different voices playing out in their head as to what the next step should be in terms of college, in terms of job, parents, classmates, school advisors. What's your advice to, other teens or kids right now going through high school who are struggling with which education journey is right for them?
I would highly consider a blue-collar trade to any high schooler, only because now with 2024 in this era, you develop a lifelong skill that will always keep you employed and forever make you money. So that's the beauty of a trade, is that there's always going to be a demand And whether it's electrical, it's plumbing, it's HVAC, there's always going to be so many job opportunities. And I would highly recommend to explore this field. There's an increase in demand, and it's a beauty. So I would highly recommend that for all high schoolers.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.